What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Thursday. Got a 6-game slate here again. Got it broken down for you with 6 of my favorite plays in the slate. My money's 6. So before we get going, like always, if you could drop a like in the video, really goes a long way. Let's try to get over 100 likes again. Appreciate the support. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't. Last night, though, very just unforgiving night. It seemed like everything wasn't going my way. A lot of guys missing a lot of shots that I recommended. It was just a tough night. One of those nights where the slate doesn't go any which direction you think. Like, I was thinking about recommending DeMarcus Cousins at first, but then I didn't go with him because I was worried about some foul trouble against James Harden. Thought he was a little bit risky, but he stayed out of foul trouble and played really well, so that sucked. And some other things didn't really pan out the way I thought. Like, Steph Curry kind of didn't reach the upside I thought he was going to do. And yeah, but we got 6 plays here tonight. Hopefully we can do a little bit better, have some better luck. But let's hop right into it. I'm going to go with VUCEVIC again here at 9,200. Really good matchup against the Cavs. He's coming off a solid night with 44 DraftKings points. But he was pretty quiet in the fourth quarter. Their offense kind of fell apart. Somehow they only dropped 90 points against the Wizards. I wasn't expecting that, but they're going against the Cavs here tonight. A matchup that they just lost against by 14 points, and VUCEVIC still put up 61 DraftKings points when they scored 93 points in that game. So I feel like he's going to be the main cog of the offense again, considering how effective he was in that game. And I think he should get a plethora of opportunities here. We have Larry Nance Jr. out, so I'm expecting VUCEVIC to enter the starting 5, and his defense is not very good. VUCEVIC's a lot more just well-rounded as a player. VUCEVIC's a little bit like kind of awkward the way he moves around the court, I would say. And VUCEVIC's a very kind of good footwork kind of player and stuff like that in the post. So at 9,200 here, I think he can get another big double-double here and hopefully just get a few more assists to get that huge upside over in 50 DraftKings points in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. Then I'm going to go with KYRIE Irving. He's been a little bit quiet recently. But this is a perfect matchup for him to step up at home here in Boston, going against a Sacramento team that plays at a very good pace, and their defense against point guards hasn't been very good. So the pace uptick, great for a guy like KYRIE Irving, who really kind of settles in those kind of fast break opportunities and those driving opportunities where he can get it done here against De'Aaron Fox. I feel like he's a lot more kind of has his offensive game so many different ways he can score on a guy. And De'Aaron Fox won't be ready, I feel like, for all those kind of different ways that KYRIE can score on him. I feel like the matchup's so good in favor of KYRIE. Like I said, he's been a little bit quiet recently, letting his teammates get involved more. But this is the kind of a matchup where I feel like he'll step up, kind of take that huge load on offense, put up around 20-plus shots, and score maybe closer to 30 points. Get those a good assist amount again here, and it's a big pace uptick for the Celtics, like I said, and a big uptick in implied points in this game. The Celtics are implied around 117 points and typically score only around 110. So a few more points to be had. I think KYRIE Irving can definitely score them in this matchup. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. I'm going to go with Al Horford in that same game. Definitely a good value opportunity, I feel like, for the Celtics in this spot. Sacramento. Another spot that they do struggle against is centers. Horford was able to take advantage of them with almost a triple-double. He put up a 21, 11, and 7 against them last time. KYRIE Irving was out of that game, so I'm not expecting that big of upside, but I think he can get around 40 DraftKings points or so with the ability to get some rebounds and to score very efficiently against the Sacramento team down low, because they do allow a good amount of points in the paint area as their defense isn't very good down there. So at 6,300, Horford is a guy that can fill it up in all those categories, and I think he can do that coming off a few days of rest. Horford is a guy that can struggle when he's a little bit overworked. I feel like he's a little bit of an older guy, but now that he has some rest days, big game back here in Boston for their playoff seed. They're like a 1 game out of the 3 seed, or 1.5 or something like that. So at 6,300 here, though, Al Horford, like him a lot here tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third guy. Then I'm going to go with MARC GASOL, a really good opportunity for him at 5,900. Going against the Lakers, a really good matchup. The Lakers struggle a lot against centers throughout the year, and Serge Ibaka just got suspended. So they're expecting a ton of minutes for GASOL, as it says here in this report, obviously. As Ibaka's out, their depth behind him is not very good. So I could see GASOL getting like 30 minutes here with the game staying close. Also, big news came out that Kyle Lowry is questionable for this game now. So if Lowry is out, that makes me even more kind of open to kind of picking guys in this game, because that will make the game probably stay a little bit closer. And GASOL could also have some more assist opportunities with Kyle Lowry being out, as they could run that kind of facilitator role through him, as he's a great passer. They kind of did that against the Celtics when I was watching the game, he had 8 assists in that game. So they could do somewhat similar to that. Get over 30 minutes in this game at 5,900. Really good value. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my 4th guy. Then I'm going to go with Sabonis. A little grudge match going against his old team at 5,400. We're getting him at a good discount here. The main thing why is because he did come off an injury, and he hasn't had his full complement of minutes the last 2 games. He did get in foul trouble in this game against the Knicks, which I think kind of held him back for his minutes a little bit, as soon as he got his 5th foul, they pulled him out of the game earlier in the 4th quarter than he typically gets pulled out, and Miles Turner got 37 minutes. So I feel like that foul trouble kind of played into it. If he can stay out of foul trouble in this game against OKC, I think he can get closer to like 24 minutes or so, and be able to get closer to his value. I mean, this is a guy that does only play around 24 minutes a game here throughout the whole entire year, and he still averages 31.6 DraftKings points. So if he can just get a few more minutes, he's very effective when he's on the court. And the OKC bench, especially down low, is not nearly as stout as Steven Adams can be. So Sabonis has a good spot here, and if he plays really well against the bench, I could see him kind of carrying him over into the starting lineup maybe a little bit more, or even at the 4 spot against the Thunder, and kind of go with a duo of Turner and Sabonis. They did do that for a little bit in the last game, and I've seen them do it a little bit recently. So 5,400 here, though, really good upside. I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my 5th guy. Then I'm going to go with Jeremy Lin. Like I said, Kyle Lowry got moved as questionable, so that kind of makes me think that he has a decent shot of being out for this game. So obviously, if he's out, Jeremy Lin likely to enter the starting lineup, and I think he has really good upside at 3,800. He's probably going to be really chalky if Lowry is out, but for good reason. Jeremy Lin is a very capable scorer. He showed that ability for the Hawks when he got some more minutes, and he's shown that a little bit for the Raptors. And I think he can be able to score a little bit in this game, obviously, against the Lakers, one of the worst defensive teams as of late. So at 3,800 here, way too cheap for him in the starting lineup. Obviously, if Lowry does play, there's not as much reason to play Jeremy Lin, but I feel like he could still be a good GPP option in the case where the Raptors get up big and Jeremy Lin kind of eats into some of Lowry's minutes just because he's a little bit banged up. So that's obviously something that could happen. But I'm going to go ahead and lock him in for now. We'll update that play on Twitter if anything changes. Also, we still have Jeff Teague and Derrick Rose questionable, so Tyus Jones at 4,200, similar to Jeremy Lin, would be a great value if both those starters are out as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed the plays. Drop a like if you did. Over 100 likes, it would be amazing. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel, like I said. Apologize for yesterday's video. Wasn't great plays. Hopefully we can have some better luck here tonight, but I'm definitely feeling some of these plays. Hopefully they pan out. And good luck here tonight, though. Hope you win some money, and we'll see you back here again next time.